Yo, what is up, guys? It's the AZ Gamer here, and today we have the 15th episode of the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Weapon Guide series. In this video, we're covering the EPM, the fifth and final heavy weapon for me to cover, so let's get straight down to it. The EPM3 is a semi-automatic weapon that uses a miniature fusion reactor to generate and fire hardened bolts of condensed energy at range. Under prolonged fire, the reactor overheats and automatically retracts the vent, before being pushed back in and regulated. Now having a traditional trigger, EPM3 has a side-mount pistol grip that allows the weapon to be carried and fired. It requires 3 shots to kill at close range, regardless of shot placement, and drops off to 4 at long range. It has strong recoil even with the foregrip, and the flash from each shot is liable to put the shooter off, making quick follow-up shots difficult. This problem is especially strong with the basic pre-mounted sights, but even with the attachment sights, the flash is still rather blinding. With a quick trigger finger, the weapon can achieve an incredible rate of fire due to it not having a fire cap, but it will then overheat after no more than 10 shots. The heatsink can help this as it nearly doubles the amount of shots needed to make the weapon overheat. As of patch 1.07, EPM3 now requires only 3 shots to kill at nearly any distance. So as a basic rundown of this weapon, this is another directed energy weapon. Directed energy weapon. The EM1 was the other one, though the EM1 was fully automatic. This is semi-automatic. It has no ammunition, but it can overheat just like the EM1. This weapon does bear the best in class range, so more so than the EM1, and it is in the same class as the EM1. They're both heavy weapons. You unlock the EPM3 at level 28, a fairly decent level. You have enough time to get acquainted with more heavy weapons beforehand, and of course the EM1 is probably one of the first heavy weapons you unlock. I think you unlock it right away. I mean, you can get acquainted with that gun, and once you're pretty good with that gun, you can move on to the EPM3, which is a gun that requires quite a bit more skill. The damage is 25 to 35 HP, pretty standard. 25 if you're far away, 35 if you're close by, around 30 if you're a medium range. It all depends on what range you're at. And of course, ever since patch 1.07, as stated earlier, it takes about 3 shots to kill from basically anywhere now, any range. The fire mode is semi-automatic, as stated before. Minimum shots before overheating is about 10 shots, and ever since patch 1.07, since it does take 3 to kill someone at any range, you might be able to fit 3 kills before overheating, because 3 kills would be about 9 shots. If of course you land every shot, you would only be allowed to miss 1 shot if you want to fit 3 kills into one basically magazine, or well, not necessarily a magazine, but one area before you overheat. Minimum shots before overheating with a heatsink is 15. That is much better. You can, if you hit every shot successively, you can actually get a possible 5 kills with before overheating, though of course that's unlikely. A lot of people aren't that good with, especially with a gun like the EPM3. The attachments this gun has, there's about standard maybe 11 to 12, something around there. It has the red dot sight, hybrid sight, autofocus sight, target enhancer, ACOG scope, stock tracker, foregrip, parabolic microphone, quick draw grip, and heatsink. I would definitely only go with I would go with 2 to 3 attachments, possibly 3, I guess. One of them would definitely have to be the heatsink. If you have a laser weapon like the EM1 or the EPM3, you definitely always have to go with the heatsink. The heatsink allows for the heatsink might as well be extended mags for these guns, but these guns, since they have unlimited ammo, the heatsink will help lots, especially if you want to get many kills and go on big kill streaks. Another attachment I would definitely recommend would probably be the foregrip. While the accuracy is already pretty good for the EPM3, it actually has best in class range. You definitely want accuracy to match with that crazy range. Like, the range out of 20 on the statistics of this weapon is 17, accuracy is 11, and the foregrip will increase it by 2, so you can have your foregrip, you can have your accuracy almost matched up to the range, which would help a lot killing enemies far away. So definitely you want the heatsink and the foregrip. A third attachment, while it's not necessary, you would definitely want an optic sight, depending on what kind of player you are. Red dot sight, hybrid sight, autofocus sight, target enhancer, or ACOG scope. This is mostly so you can reduce the flash this gun kind of gives off, as stated earlier, after shooting the gun. I would probably go for a red dot sight, as it's pretty standard. Hybrid sight's pretty good too. I used it in my HBRA3 weapon guide review, and that was pretty good, though I still think I like the red dot sight a lot more. However, the hybrid sight does have two different options. It does have the red dot sight and something else. So of course you have more options to choose from, especially when you're shooting far away. So that's also a good option. ACOG scope is pretty good, especially if you're going to be shooting from far away, as stated before, because this gun does have the best in class range. I'll go with red dot sight myself, though. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment below whether you like the EPM3, whether you like the idea of energy weapons in Advanced Warfare. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.